Hey there, my name's Robbie, otherwise known as RMC, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be ranking my top 10 rides at Alton Towers. Alton Towers has been my favourite theme park since I started my ride addiction. Anyway, that's enough about me, so let's get on with the countdown. Number 10. This is between 3 rides and coasters, either the Congo River Rapids, Jewel and the Blade, but I thought long and hard and I picked the 1997 Blade. The Blade's manufacturer is HUSS and opened in 1987. The Blade is an amazing swinging ship with a zero-G feeling at the top. If you want an awesome ride experience, go to the back of the ship. This ride is still operational, however, Alton Towers like to remove it for some seasons. Number 9. The Runaway Mine Train. This ride has an amazing family feeling as the staff that operate the ride are always friendly. The Runaway Mine Train, manufactured by Mack Rides, opened in 1982, making this the oldest ride at Alton Towers to this day. It has amazing opportunities to interact with riders on the Congo River Rapids. The ride layout is a thrill for little kids, with small airtime moments and a fast helix. This is perfect for a younger audience as the theming and music has an amazing feeling. Number 8. Spinball Wizard. This Mara AG steel spinning coaster first opened in 2004, originally featuring a classic pinball machine theming. The way this ride whips you around the track while spinning is so much fun, and again is an amazing family coaster. Although it can be a little rough, I still really enjoy this coaster. In 2010 the ride was sponsored by Sonic the Hedgehog. Sadly this is no more, although the blue and red track still resembles it. In 2016 it returned to Spinball Wizard, and this is how it has stayed since. With a maximum height of 17 meters and a top speed of 60 kilometers per hour, you will sure get dizzy, as this ride spins you around 360 degrees while going around the track. Number 7. Galactica. Manufactured by B&M, this is a steel flying coaster. This ride is a fun attraction but can be a little rough sometimes. It opened in 2002 with the original name Air, then changed to Galactica in 2016 with the new addition of VR. Sadly, this feature is not available anymore, but I think it's better without VR anyway. The layout features multiple airtime moments with some lying on your back. I prefer when the ride was called Air with the Oasis theming, but I like the portal a lot more and the lights in the station building instead of it just being a wall. Number 6. Rita Queen of Speed, manufactured by Intamin. This is a steel launch coaster originally opened in 2005. It was labelled as the world's fastest coaster. Sadly, the title has been lost, shown by the signs dotted around the dark forest. This is known as a rough ride, but it's not that bad. The launch always gives you a surprise, even though it counts you down. The layout features a couple of airtime hills around a figure of 8, and the last airtime moment at the brakes sends you out of your seats most of the time. The theming on Rita isn't the best, with a few vines around the station, but the ride 100% makes up for it. Number 5. 13. This ride, manufactured by Intamin, is a world first yet again. Alton Towers love the world firsts. This features the first ever free-falling drop tower. The ride came out in 2010, replacing the Corkscrew. The theming and advertisement really confused a lot of people, as the adverts were showing how the ride was meant to be really scary, but I would call this a family coaster as it's not that intense, but the drop gives you that belly feeling. The layout starts with a sharp unbanked turn into a 60-foot drop, sending riders down at 41 miles per hour, then meanders its way to the drop station. It then sends riders down a free fall drop of about 5 meters, then you ride out backwards and speed back to the station. This ride is a family favourite of mine, as everyone really enjoys this ride. Here, if you are scared to ride this, it's not that bad and you will really enjoy it, I promise you. Number 4. Oblivion, manufactured by B&M and first opened in 1998. It was known as the world's first 90-degree dive coaster, however it isn't actually 90 degrees, it is an 87.5 degree drop. It is still really intense and is the fastest ride in the park, reaching 110 kilometers per hour. The layout is a lift hill of 66 foot and a drop of 180 foot, as this ride drops you underground. The majority of the drop is underground. Then you will do a sharp 180 degree bend back to the station. The worst part about this ride is getting off because it's so short. Most people describe this ride as a shot of adrenaline. It pulls around 4.5 G-force and it's one of the reasons it's in my top 5. Number 3. Nemesis. This ride was known as the most intense ride experience, opening in 1984 and manufactured by B&M. This is one of the best coasters in the UK even to this day. It is a steel inverted coaster and packs a punch. The layout contains a right-handed corkscrew after a 180 degree left bank. then goes through a 270-degree downward helix. Then it makes its way to a 0G roll, it goes underground, makes its way to a vertical loop after a left stall, then entering the second corkscrew, then goes into a brake run, making this ride packed with inversions, and very intense. This is definitely for the ride enthusiasts. Number 2, Wickerman, the newest coaster at Alton Towers. Manufactured by GCI and opened in 2018, the theming of this ride makes it so much better, especially with Big Bob in the centre of the ride that you end up going through about 3 times. The highest drop is around 72.7 foot and has an amazing track length of 2,608 foot. The ride features some airtime moments just before going through Big Bob, and it has amazing head chopper moments. The pre-show is good as it features a 3D projection of the Wickerman. Sadly, I can't show you this. Then you go into the station, and once in the train, you do 2 180 turns, bringing you to a lift hill. Once at the top, it has an amazing first drop through an enclosed tunnel, followed by a small airtime moment into a second drop. Then entering Big Bob, you go through the figure 2 more times before entering the station. If you are above 120 centimeters, I would definitely recommend this ride, as it's not that scary and really fun. If you want the best ride experience, I recommend going on night at the back row. It is honestly one of the best ride experiences on Wickerman I ever had. So that brings us to number 1. You guessed it, Octonauts. No, I'm just kidding. It is the Smiler, manufactured by Gerstlauer. This Infinity Coaster came out in 2013. It replaced the Black Hole, and I'm so glad that they did this. This ride has too much stuff to say, the whole layout, so I'm going to say the main features this ride has. It has 2 lift hills and one of them is vertical, making it extra insane. With a speed of 85 km per hour and all them turns, it is sure one intense ride. The ride contains a heartline roll, a downward corkscrew, 2 consecutive dive loops, then into a batwing which is a sidewinder and a reverse sidewinder together. Then the train does 1 more corkscrew, then the second lift hill hits. Then does another downward banking corkscrew, then a sea serpent roll, followed by the best airtime moment in the park, hands down. Then into a cobra roll and straight away 2 corkscrews before returning to the station, which is crazy, and holds the world record for the most inversions at 14. The theming for this ride is good, but could do with some improvements by cleaning the cattle pens and fixing those damn projections in the station. If you haven't already guessed, this ride is definitely for the thrill seekers, and I would recommend going near the front as it has the best experience. Thank you guys so much for watching my first video on this channel. I hope you really enjoyed it. It took me a lot of time to edit and to make. All videos that I used will be credited down below 100%. You can go check if you don't believe me. Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I will be doing a lot more on this channel, more top 10s, maybe some hidden features of the parks. And there will be vlogs coming when theme parks reopen, hopefully in March, but not 100% sure yet. So yeah, enjoy the videos and I will see you in the next one. See ya!